Good evening class. Today we will see our remaining topic of class 11th. The chapter name is biological classification and our topic was five kingdom classification. What was that and who has discovered? So first I want to tell you that the five kingdom classification was given by R.H. Whittaker. He is the well known and great scientist. After giving the clear and exact definitions about the five kingdom classification, he is considered a well-known scientist. Okay, now in this kingdom he included most of the things like monera, we already know that, protista, and fungi is the new group, has been introduced by R.H. Whittaker in five kingdom classification. Okay, plant we already studied about that, animalia we know that, but their theory was based on the most important 5 points. And what was that? The point was, first, complexity of cell structure. It means complexity of cell structure means which type of cells they acquired, whether it is prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Okay, cell structure means prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Okay, you all have to write down. Next, complexity of body structure. Complexity of body structure means which types of cells they acquired generally and which type of body they have, which may be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular, we know that a cells which is organism which is made up of single cell is called unicellular. Multicellular organism means those organisms which is made up of different types of cells is called multicellular. Now the third point is that mode of nutritions. Mode of nutritions means which type of nutritions they acquire, whether it is autotrophic or heterotrophic. We know that autotrophic means those organisms which can make their food own self is called autotrophic organism. Example, plants. Plants prepare their food by the help of photosynthesis. Second, heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means mode of those organisms which generally take food from other parts, okay, from other source like animals, and they are called as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So our fourth important point is types of reproduction. Types of reproductions mean generally we know that, and we have studied in 9th and 10th class also. Reproduction is generally most important two types, and first is sexual reproduction and second is asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction where two types of gametes are required. Okay, two types of gametes means male and female. Okay, and they both male zygote, and then sexual reproduction takes place. Next, asexual reproduction. We know that asexual reproduction means there is a single gamete can form their whole organism. Single cells एक पूरी की पूरी body को तैयार कर सकता है. That is considered as asexual reproduction. Okay. Now the last point is that phylogenetic relationships. Phylogenetic is a term which is generally used to derive from the old and ancestor word. ठीक है, जो बहुत पूर्वज होते हैं ये उन शब्द से निकल कर आए हैं जिसे हम phylogenetic relationship कहते हैं. जनरली ये जितने भी ऑर्गेनिज्म है, whether it is monera, protista, fungi, plantae, animalia, इनमें जितने भी ऑर्गेनिज्म कंसीडर करते हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं अपने पुराने पूर्वजों से, एंसेस्टर से कुछ बॉडी पार्ट्स या कुछ सेल्स को कैरी करके आते हैं, एंड दैट इज कंसीडर्ड एज फाइलोजेनेटिक रिलेशनशिप. सो today we have discussed so many points, and what was that? The first most important, because most of the in our exams the five kingdom classifications questions are generally asked. So the questions maybe come from like what do you mean by the five kingdom classification and who has proposed, and what was the important points R.H. Whittaker had described in five kingdom classification. So we have to be prepared for exams. Now today we have seen that complexity of cell structure which is most important. उनके cell structure के ऊपर depend होते हैं कि वो किस प्रकार के cells को carry करते हैं, which may be prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and you all are familiar with prokaryotes and eukaryotes because I have already told you that pro means primitive और u means true, which is evolved from primitive cells. Okay, जो कि primitive cells से ही निकलकर आपके eukaryotic बने हैं, जो कि वो true होते हैं और well developed nucleus उनमें पाए जाते हैं. प्रोकैरियोट्स में जनरली न्यूक्लियस नहीं होता है. इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ न्यूक्लियस देयर इज अ न्यूक्लियोइड. ओके, उनके न्यूक्लियोइड होती है. सेकंड, कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ बॉडी और स्ट्रक्चर्स में हमने देखा कि विच इज मेड अप ऑफ यूनिसेलुलर, क्या वो सिंगल सेल के हैं. मल्टीसेलुलर मींस क्या वो बहुत सारे सेल से मिलकर बने हैं. थर्ड, मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, किस प्रकार के न्यूट्रिएंट्स को दे एक्वायर करते हैं, वेदर इट्स ऑटोट्रॉपिक, हेटेरोट्रॉपिक, सम ऑर्गेनिज्म आल्सो यूज सैप्रोफाइटिक, okay, parasitic, many more, but we will discuss in next classes. And fourth point is types of reproduction. Types of reproduction, we have studied sexual, asexual, and also we have studied vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction are generally acquired in the plant sections, and we will study in fourth to fifth chapter. And phylogenetic character, phylogenetic characters यानी those organisms or those phylums are generally considered their ancestor character, and which is also called phylogenetic relationship. Now today the most important thing is that we have studied Monera in previous, Protista we also discussed, plant we also discussed, Animalia we also discussed. But today we will discuss thoroughly fungi, their structure, their cell wall, their nuclear membrane, and many more things we will discuss today. So firstly I am going to rub this. So we know that fungi is a word which is generally familiar and symbiotic, related to plants and many more animals like, and they may be similar or complex multicellular organisms, fungi. And fungi are generally found in most of the dry places and maybe in walls of the ceilings and many more. And you all have seen that fungi. If we're talking about the cell type structure, generally fungi consist of cell wall, which is present in the fungi section. There is a cell wall but without cellulose. We know that cellulose is a complex substance which is generally made up of plant cells, है ना. cellulose जो होते हैं वो plant cell के जो cell wall होते हैं generally वो इससे made up of होते हैं, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन इज ऑल्सो देयर इन फंजाई. फंजाई में न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन होता है. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की बात करते हैं तो बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में फंजाई मे बी सिंगुलर और मे बी कॉम्प्लेक्स मल्टी सेलुलर, या तो सिंगल हो सकते हैं, सिंगल फॉर्म में यूनिसेलुलर होते हैं, या फिर जब वो मल्टी सेलुलर होंगे तो दे मे बी कॉम्प्लेक्स इन स्ट्रक्चर. कॉम्प्लेक्स मतलब काफी विस्तार से होते हैं. एंड फंजाई रिक्वायर्ड अ डार्क एरिया टू ग्रो, ठीक है. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, फंजाई नीड्स एंड डार्क एरिया, ऐसा एरिया उनको चाहिए जहां पे उनको ग्रोथ करने के लिए सबसे अच्छा कंडीशन हो, लाइक डार्क में. डार्क में ज्यादा ग्रोथ करते हैं. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन की बात करते हैं तो मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन जनरली इन फंजाई फाउंड्स इन टू टाइप्स. फर्स्ट heterotropic and second is saprophytic. And what was that? I already told you that heterotropic means a mode of organism they acquired food by taking some source from another where, ठीक है. जो अपना खाना किसी और से या दूसरे तरीके से ग्रहण करते हैं उसे हम हेटेरोट्रॉपिक कहते हैं. एंड सैप्रोफाइटिक मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन मीन्स एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म दे कैन acquire their food from the dead and decaying plants. जो भी मरे हुए dead and decaying organisms, जो भी मरे हुए प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं उनसे ये खाना लेते हैं. जनरली इन हिंदी वी नो दैट फंजाई को हम बहुत सारे सिंपल भाषा में जैसे हम लोग स्लाइम मोल्ड्स वगैरह जानते हैं, ठीक है, फफूंद वगैरह. फंजाई इज को रिलेटेड विद दैट स्ट्रक्चर. So today we have studied the 5 kingdom classification, the most important, which was given by R.H. Whitaker. And in this theory, after the drawbacks of 4 kingdom classification, fungi still needs to provide a proper phylum. That's why R.H. Whitaker had done the great job to introduce fungi in a separate group of 5 kingdom classification. In this, he has given the fungi on the basis of their structures like cell wall, nuclear membrane, body organization, mode of nutrition, किस प्रकार का खाना है उनमें, सारी चीज़ों को क्लियर करते हुए आर एच विटेकर ने प्रॉपरली विदाउट एनी हेजिटेटिंग और ना ही कोई इन्होंने फास्ट तरीके से 5 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन में फंजाई को एक सेपरेट ग्रुप दे दिया गया, ठीक है. जो हमने आज की क्लासेस में देखा है, ठीक है. जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट था सेल वॉल. कई बार मोस्ट एग्जाम्स में सेल वॉल से रिलेटेड, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन से रिलेटेड फंजाई में क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. सो आई थिंक दिस इज इनफ फॉर टुडे क्लास 5 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन. एंड आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू रिमेनिंग 4 किंगडम इन प्रीवियस क्लास. So if you have any problem regarding the 5 kingdom classification like first, second, third, fourth and fifth, you are free to ask me, and I will also send you the PDF file consisting all these things, okay. And also the difference of which type of cell membrane consists Monera, which type of cell consists plant, and which types of cell membrane consist Animalia. All the things I will send in a PDF because I already told you in the last previous classes. So you all have to focus that thing, and if you will read PDF files, all the things will be easy, okay. Thank you students.